Urgent update, Bitcoin faces turbulence, possibly dropping to $16,000 despite recent highs. Grayscale, the digital asset giant, takes a surprising turn against the tide. Stay tuned as we unravel the dynamics behind Grayscale's unexpected move in the crypto market. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's start. Bitcoin potential breakdown, and we're looking into the consolidation that might continue for some time. What do we see, the potential breakdown or the potential breakout? Because right here we could see that double bottom might be building up, or we will go down and drop below the $50,000. I don't know what can happen, but anything could happen right there. Bitcoin ETFs are eating gold ETFs in real time, as Bitcoin net inflow is 777 million and gold net outflows is $608 million. Someone asked what's next. Sideways consolidation was a crazy alt season is what next IMO. I wouldn't say the crazy alt season, it's just a small alt season because we're still not bullish and the market still is not in a bull run and we're not expecting something like that. It's just a small growth in the Bitcoin that we are having right now with not many investors, new investors coming in, as all of them are most likely just an old investors. That's what we have. Next up, Bitcoin consolidating before the next big move, and we could possibly see that the consolidation continues and we can already understand what is happening right there, and we can already see what's the next big move for the Bitcoin. It's either drop or either the pump. We will still looking for what is happening right now. No one knows. Daily OBV just looks bad up here, IMO, so I'm being cautious into the weekend. Support still holding, but some early warning signs that it may break. Also, many of you will become quite wealthy because of Bitcoin soon. Don't retire if you're still young. I made this mistake and all I got out of this it was depression. I believe we need to struggle with something difficult to be happy. Don't hate the struggle, embrace it. News: Satoshi Nakamoto's earliest collaborator Marty Series Malmi just released their entire mail history at 120 pages. It's the most significant addition to the archives of Bitcoin's unknown inventor. Here are the most important new findings. And this is from 2009, by the way. Thanks for starting that topic on ASC. Your understanding of Bitcoin is spot on. Some of their responses were rather Neanderthal, although I guess they are so used to being anti-fiat money that anything short of gold isn't good enough. They concede that something is flammable and but argue that it'll never burn because there will never be a spark. Once it is backed with cash, that might change, but I'm probably but I would probably better refrain from mentioning that in public anymore until we're closer to ready to start. I think we'll get flooded with newbies and we need to get rid first. As what we need most right now is website writing. My writing is not that great, I'm a much better coder. Maybe you could create a website on SourceForge, which is currently blank, and if you can write an FAQ, I can give you a compilation of my replies to questions in email and forums for facts and details and ideas. Code-wise, there's not much that easy right now. One thing that's needed is an interface for server-side scripting languages such as Java, Python, PHP, ASP, etc. Bitcoin would be running on the web server and server-side script could call it to the transactions, and it's a Windows, so I guess OLE and COM is the interface. And let's go for more. Coinbase is operating with fractional reserves. Why is no one talking about this? You would be naive to think otherwise, even without the obvious suppressed price of Bitcoin and fake OTC stacks. Kind reminders that corrections do take place. Bitcoin between 15 to 40% is an absolute chance to get yourself allocated. Altcoins between 25-60% corrections are also a tremendous opportunity. Use them, don't chase pumps, profits from the deeps. Satoshi Nakamoto on 21 million Bitcoin supply limit and halving. My choice for the number of coins and distribution scheduled was an educated guess. It was a difficult choice because once the network is going, it's locked in and we are stuck with it. I wanted to pick something that would make prices similar to existing currencies, but without knowing the future. That's very hard. I ended up picking something in the middle, and if Bitcoin remains a small niche, it'll be worth less per unit than existing currencies. If you imagine it being used for some fraction of world commerce, then there's only going to be 21 million coins for a whole world, so it would be worth much more per unit. And values are 64-bit integers with 8 decimal places, so one coin is representing internally 100 million satoshis. Yeah, 100 million satoshis. There's plenty of granularity if typical prices become small. For example, if 0.001 is worth €1, then it might be easier to change where the decimal point is displayed. So if you had 1 Bitcoin, it's now displayed as 1000, and 0.001 is displayed as 1. Also, 7 years ago I was pleading with my friend on Facebook to buy Bitcoin. The price was 1,134 and Naira to dollar rate was hovering around 360 to $1, so 1 Bitcoin was about 408,000 Naira. One of my friends and classmates in uni hushed me up and told me to stop disturbing them on Facebook with this my Bitcoin shilling, that I should enjoy it on my own. Today 1 Bitcoin is $52,000 or 82 million Naira. How many COB are you holding? And we stand at the threshold of the next bull run. Go and buy it now. Update: BlackRock and Fidelity now own a combined 218,000 Bitcoins, worth $11 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Marty Malmi, who was one of the earliest collaborators of Satoshi Nakamoto, has recently made public their entire email history, and if Bitcoin did grow to consume significant energy, I think it would still be less wasteful than the labor and resource-intensive conventional banking activity it would replace. The cost would be an order to magnitude less than the billions in banking fees that pay for all those brick-and-mortar buildings, skyscrapers, and junk mail credit card offers. Satoshi Nakamoto. Grayscale dumps more Bitcoin in Coinbase worth $175 million. Despite the Bitcoin price staying above the $50,000 mark, the past 3 days are marked red and have led to 2.65% drop. Recovering from the cold days after the ETF's listing, the pre-halving rally boosts the crypto and accounts for an almost 20% jump in February. However, despite a recent pump, Grayscale, the digital asset management company, is starting to go against the tide. And infamous for causing a bear market after the Bitcoin spot ETF approval, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust continues to dump Bitcoin. In a notable transaction observed by Arkham, Grayscale conducted a significant transfer of Bitcoin on February 23rd at 22,812 UTC plus 8. The transaction involved moving 3,400 Bitcoin into the Coinbase Prime Deposit address. As this transfer is particularly noteworthy due to its substantial value, estimated at approximately $175 million, with a current Bitcoin price of around 51,000. So, the exact causes for the swift capital outflow observed recently remain uncertain at this moment. However, one plausible explanation could be that traders decide to liquidate their holdings to capitalize on the profits from the recent surge in market values, especially after having their investment tied up in a fund for an extended period of time. And in the US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs, GBTC stands out for its relatively high management fees set at 1.5%, as this fee is significantly higher compared to its competitors such as BlackRock's IBEAT, which has much lower fee of 0.12%. However, it's important to know that BlackRock has announced plans to adjust IBEAT's fee structure, raising it to 0.25% in the coming 12 months. That's all the information we got on today's video, and if you're interested in more, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.